Hello, welcome to day 3 of 5 minutes for 4 weeks. Practicing. I keep forgetting this guy's name. I gotta check because I know it from the cover. So, Cat Stevens' Wild World. I know it from Mr. Big's cover. That's how I first heard of the piece. Anyway, I'm 10 minutes into practicing. The piece is going a little bit slowly. It is going slowly at this point. It's a tricky piece. I'm working on it. It's getting better slowly, but it is still getting better. So that's the point of the series. Hada, thank you for joining. Quotation of the day is: the best gifts are tied with heartstrings. I think I had to look this one up last year to see exactly what heartstrings are. What are heartstrings? Okay, so it's literally the part. It's part of what holds the heart into the rest of the body, but it's used also to mean deepest feelings of love or compassion. So instead of just using gifts, I see. The best gifts are tied with heartstrings. So rather than giving a physical gift that's bound by regular ribbons, regular strings, it's saying the best kind of gift to give is love, which is the gift tied with a heartstring. I see that. Okay. Ready to begin. And sheet music. Here we go. So first chord. Let's get my headphones on. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. And three, and 3 and 3 and unless I can do those fingers differently, I don't think I can. Not easily, at least. No. Oh, and 3 and three and 4. And this part's easier. 3 and 4. So there you go. There we go. Hi, Haley. Thank you for joining. 1 and 3 and 1 and and three, and three, and four, and three, and okay. I think what was going on is that I was able to play it, and then once I started trying to play it from memory, that was a little bit of an issue. And I was like, but I got to memorize it. And I'm like, no, not necessarily. There have been pieces that I just, played. Looking at the music, the most notable in my mind is Dream On by Aerosmith, in which case I was playing the bass line and I had to actually turn the page of the book using the headstock of the bass, kind of like that kind of thing. So I shouldn't, at this point, I don't need to necessarily work on, actually not necessarily, I do not need to work on memorizing it, nor do I have to memorize it at all, especially since I'm not going to get past, I'm not sure, because it does repeat. So if I can learn these first four measures, they do repeat for another 1.5 times, meaning measures 1 through 4 are the same as 5 through 8, and then measures 9 and 10 are the same as 1 and 2. I don't know if I'm going to get past that. If I don't, I certainly don't need to memorize it. And if I am able to get that far, I might memorize it in the process, just inadvertently. So let's see how that goes. So at this point, I'm going to continue with it tomorrow or possibly tonight. I do have 2 makeup sessions to do, and then I plan on missing one next week also. But I could, I don't need to, yeah, I don't need to memorize it. I was able to play it fairly well looking at the music. I want to try to keep that up and potentially move on to the next measure potentially soon, because I'm making good progress with it. And it looks like Stretch Armstrong is sitting on the microphone. So that's funny. A little forced perspective going on there. It's cute. Anyway, thank you everyone who joined. Hope to see you all again tomorrow or tonight potentially. Hopefully tomorrow around 7:40 a.m. Tonight, I'm not sure what time. Maybe around 8:45, 9, something like that. But you can send out an email to anyone on the list. Wishing you all a great day. To anyone celebrating a happy Passover, Shana Tova. And as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.